As the Emperor's spies told him, Ciri had reached Novigrad. A lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would certainly fail. But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Merigold.
¿Esto por dónde? Vale, por aquí arriba. Madre mía, qué perro, pero ¿cuántas amantes tiene? Y estas son solo la mitad. Bueno, y el travesti, que seguro que hacían cosas guarras.
This Baronet's Lavalettes villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
¿Eso es que puede entrar?
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
Conocí a Ortiz en Wizima.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems then that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Será un placer acompañaros.
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way then.
Siempre me gusta la historia. Qué planos. Madre mía, qué juegazo. Finca de los Vegelbud, horas después.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Jaskier, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
¿Sabes sobre algo sobre los demás?
About the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord Tevolte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Me gustaría hablar con Molly.
Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait.
¿Sabes mucho de caballos?
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Corramos.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Montaré el zaino de Cercania.
Heard tales of Zeracanian horses. I'll ride the bay.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Riders, ready!
Don't spare the horse!
Move it!
Madre mía, el vigor que tiene esto.
I adore the speed, the rush of air! Come on, Witcher! Let's see what you're made of! Don't spare the horse!
Vale, de aquí me tiene que durar ya casi hasta el final, ¿no? Sí.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Sí.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Vale.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Sí. Hostia, tengo todo lleno. ¿Dónde está la silla de montar? ¿Es esta? No, es esta. 50 de vigor. ¿Y esto cuánto tiene? 40 de vigor. Mierda. Esta R. Vale, ya puedo llevar las cosas. Uy.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Sí, bueno. En realidad yo siempre le salvo a
That's
él.
right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
Sí.
Or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Jaskier no tiene ninguna hermana, ¿lo sabías?
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon.
Madre mía, la chica está tonta.
Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Jaskier no tiene ninguna hermana, ¿lo sabías?
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Gracias a Dios.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Vale. Uop. ¿Por dónde se sube? Por aquí. Joder, si es que tienen hasta unas subidas especiales para ellos.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Sí, me gustaría regresar.
It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Y además es más fácil para mí. Sobre todo en grabarlo. Y aquí volvemos. Ahora tendremos que hablar con la última mujer, digo yo.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
A ver, en la última si encontramos algo. Porque excepto por la silla, tampoco hemos gastado... o sea, tampoco hemos hecho mucho.
What do you want?
Estoy buscando a Rosa Banatre.
Wanna see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I bet you're not needed. On your way now.
Entra en la villa. Supongo que tendré que ir por algún sitio. Por aquí quizás.
That one's so pretty, but he can't keep his hands off himself.
Bueno, primero, y si le pregunto al tío este...
Thanks, we ain't looking for no witcher. I believe I ate some terrible... What?
No sé. Tío, ¿cómo entro? ¿No hay otra puerta ni nada? No sé. Por allí hay un camino. Por aquí está claro que no es. Igual por aquí, si voy por aquí, subo por ahí. No sé. Bueno, igual por aquí al lado se puede bajar. Y volver a subir. Amigo. Madre mía, no he saltado ni nada. ¿Qué cojones? Carta de amor. Pero que puedes desear... Va. ¿Qué es eso? Pero aquí se ha despeñado un tío.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, sugar puss, before I report this to Papa.
Esto... ¿Por dónde voy? A ver, esto me marca por aquí. Por aquí. Aceite parogroides mejorado, vale. ¿Esto por dónde entro? Ah, mira, es por aquí.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady, he's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gate.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves swordmasters? No. The Varatras demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room, now.
As you say, miss.
Qué tía, me gusta.
Hope you realise what you've gotten yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. Follow me.
Vale. Supongo que me la tendré que explicar, que equipar.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your work.
Y la espada en la espalda. ¿Pero es de madera esa espada? Sí.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Venga.
Stop flaunting and fight!
No sabes ni dónde estoy.
Ratted! You're quick! Damn it!
Madre mía.
Well fought. You're much much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
No hemos hablado hace un momento.
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes. In the garden. So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
No se te da mal la
Before
espada.
I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Tengo que preguntarte sobre
Came
Jaskier.
to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Too late to surrender.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Madre mía, qué tío más pesada.
Stop floating and fight! Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Stop floating and fight!
Oh, no puedo hacer las señales. Madre mía.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Rat it! You're quick! Stop floating and fight!
Mierda.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Madre mía, que me da una paliza. Qué tía más pesada.
Stop floating and fight! Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Stop floating and fight! Damn it! Well,
Uf.
if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Con mucho gusto.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden?
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
¿Os importa? Hay que explicarme de qué va todo
Can
esto.
someone please explain what this is all about? Which of you met with Dandelion?
No need to get angry, instructor. I'll explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calma, señoras.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
¿Os interesa la política?
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
El emperador y sus seguidores deben estar eufóricos.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Me pregunto cómo irá la guerra.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Tengo una pregunta que haceros.
Changing subjects.
¿Se comporta Jaskier de forma extraña últimamente?
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
¿A quién alababa Jaskier?
Who did Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta.
Debo irme.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
¿Dónde y cuándo?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Uf, madre mía, cómo me ha quedado. Uy, por aquí no es. ¿Qué hacemos? Meditamos. Consulta con Zoldan. Yo creo que podemos meditar. Uy. Madre mía, qué lío de casa. ¿Dónde está la puerta? A ver, yo creo que podemos meditar. Hasta ahí. Y a ver si nos la tiramos. Aquí está. No. O sea, que no sirve si medito, ¿o qué pasa? O igual es dentro de una hora. Porque ha dicho la misma hora. Clases de esgrima, sí. A ver, es por aquí, por aquí. Por aquí. Por aquí. Aquí.
Greetings. You here for a specific reason?
Venga a ver a Rosa.
Got a meeting with Rosa, a fencing lesson.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa stepped out for a walk. Near Temple Bridge, she said. She asked that you join her.
Guess it's gonna be an interesting lesson. Thanks.
Vale, joder, 300 y pico metros. Por la ciudad no se puede ir rápido, pero digo yo que al menos iremos más rápido. Madre mía, si lo estaba haciendo perfecto. Para bajar las escaleras. Un caballo no puede bajar las escaleras, por lo que parece. La verdad es que les tienen que resultar bastante difíciles a los animales con pezuñas bajar las escaleras. Uy. Gente mala en los callejones. Vale, por aquí. Madre mía. Está a tomar por culo, ¿eh? Joder, no puedo trotar un poco más rápido. Ahora.
Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders. It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador Varatra said that...
And this Excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not recognize him? This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe with him. Now march off, quickly. Left, right. Fine. Let's go, Geralt. I've something I wish to show you.
Me estás utilizando.
You're using me. Don't like it one bit.
And I don't like lacy frills and Redanian novels, but you don't hear me complaining. Now follow me.
A ver qué quiere. Tengo poquísima vida.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open air. A duel on a bridge, like in the novels. Now draw your sword.
Only got my steel and silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
We should, but you of all people ought to know. There's much more fun in doing things you shouldn't.
No quisiera lastimarte.
Listen, I'd really rather not hurt you.
Stop patronizing me, or you'll be the one to get hurt. Now on guard.
Madre mía.
Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield!
Te lo he dicho.
You alright?
Yes. The only thing you've really hurt is my pride.
¿A qué viene este interés por la esgrima?
By the way, how'd you get interested in fencing?
I was bored. I've no friends here. Papa keeps me on a short lead. It's banquet after banquet after banquet. I detest banquets.
Boring conversations, terrible food, and weak booze.
Exactly. At least with a sword in hand I can have some fun. You know, blow off steam.
¿Qué toca ahora?
Alright, what's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
I can understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you. Rosa? Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, Varatra will kill me. Need to find her.
Sentidos de brujo, compañero.
Can't be far.
Vale, se ha ido por aquí. Madre mía, y encima de noche. A saber quién la puede coger.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's Ambassador Varatra's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying. Now it's clear you love your black ones. It's no surprise, Lucas. Witches are drawn to monsters, just the way things are. But this beastie, we'll tend to her ourselves.
Disculpaos y marchaos.
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize, as nicely as you can.
Forgive me, milady. I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low, and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Lucas and Cobe. I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
La clase ha terminado.
Lesson's over. Remember what you've learned today. Looks like you'll be using that sword often.
It's beyond me, Geralt. I don't understand you. Why concern yourself with the fate of two drunkards? The world would be a better place without.
You should go home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt, and good luck on the path.
Madre mía. Qué perra. Bueno, espero que os haya gustado y nos vemos ya en el próximo capítulo, siguiendo buscando a Jaskier o Dandelion, como les gusta que le llamen. Así que lo dicho, hasta el próximo capítulo. Chao.